Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Full Circus. My name is Tristan Sartoris, and I've never thought about playing the kazoo with the theme song. 181 episodes, and he's still inventive. Tried to think of a word, so I couldn't, and I didn't. I scattered through it. So anyways, guys, what's going on with you, man? I'm happy to be here with you, and I wouldn't say it otherwise, okay? If I wasn't, I wouldn't say it. Now, surely I do like to lie and be a little mischievous and throw some trickery here and there, but I would never lie to you guys. I think there's a certain level of trust and communication and bonding that we've established here, okay? We are one and the same, from this mic to your ears, or maybe you watch the show on mute. That would be kind of wild, but I can't say it wouldn't be an interesting experience. I think there's a lot of action that goes on in this show, the facial expressions. Like, surely you might not hear the craziness, but you're like, yeah, he's really passionate about something. I don't know what it is. Why is he so fired up? What is he's just rambling about the fact that every time he opens a bag of Doritos, he tries to pop them because he likes to gamble on life, and then they open from the bottom and they fall out all the time? And he's upset because he spent $5.19 on them because prices be rising, and they crash and they fall over the carpet, and he didn't have a vacuum on hand, so now he's eating these expensive chips off the carpet, and he's mad about it. This is all hypothetical, probably. But, yeah, I think if you were to watch it on mute, it would be something to say regardless. But anyways, guys, how are you doing? What is going on in the world? I got to tell you, I'm feeling just a bit fat, okay? And not everywhere in particular, but just right here, okay? Just right in these two particular spots. A lot of people, they eat food and they go, it goes right to my thighs. You know, I'm going to have this go right to my thighs. Not me, dude. If I eat a lot of junk food, it goes straight to my underjowls. First step, 64, watch this step. But that's just the kind of action that you have, man, when you eat a whole apple pie to yourself. It's not ideal, let me tell you. And I wish I could just have one slice. I do. But every time I grab that discounted apple pie from the bakery, I'm taking a gamble. Okay, I'm just dancing with the devil. I've always loved the saying "dancing with the devil." It implies a certain level of sweetness that you wouldn't expect from him. You know, the devil's a very heinous and violent individual, but you're like, I'm dancing with the devil. Oh, my Lucifer, I didn't expect you to be so gracious. And he's sweeping off your feet. There's a certain amount of intimacy. You go, well, can I have this dance? You're like, wow. So, anyways, I'm fat now. But yeah, guys, I'm having a good time, and I'm happy to be here with you always. So, outside of my my new weight gain, I mean, I didn't even gain weight. It's just the feeling of the sugars, I guess. I'm trying to develop my stand-up act. Okay, I really am. I'm trying to go through it. I'm trying to focus and put together the pieces, structures, words, and go through it. I had a 3-step plan. Okay, I did. I was like, I'm going to go to the club. I'm going to take this improv class, and then I'm going to go back to the club and I'm going to perform. And this little improv class is going to help me get over my anxiety of it on stage. And I'm fine to do this. I'm fine in front of cameras, and I could perform music. Music is fine on a stage because everybody claps. They go, oh, music, sound. This is the rhythm, melody, all that. People get excited. It doesn't even matter if you bomb, but people love music. But you go up there and tell a joke, it's like, hey, I'm here to maybe waste your time. Okay, and if it doesn't go well, that's exactly what you do. And people go, get off the stage, and they boo, and they throw stuff. So it's violent, it's scary, it's vulnerable. And I had this plan that I was going to go to that improv class. And I, for a variety of reasons, number one being laziness, I didn't go. I went to the club. I took a little bit of a detour. I scoped out the scene. I was like, well, now, part 2. Go to this class, get the comedy chops going, the feeling of performing, get easy, okay? Get comfortable being uncomfortable. And then I skipped it. And all of a sudden, this 3-step plan, right, it just fell all apart. It was only 3 steps. Boom, boom, boom. 1, quit immediately. I thought it was foolproof, okay, but it was not Tristan-proof. By logic, that would mean that if this thing is foolproof, and I was able to unproof it that Tristan is no longer a fool. That's how logic works in a weird kind of scenario. I'm something more than that. But yeah, the club is nice. I like the people. I like the vibe. It was interesting though. I would never like to repeat anybody's act, or I'm not trying to make fun of anybody, but I saw something pretty interesting, okay, that I wasn't expecting when you go to a comedy club. So everyone's doing their act, and they're doing their 5 minutes, and some people go over, but we're all having fun. We're all just, enjoying live comedy. Then this guy rushes the stage from the side. He was announced to go up. I was not expecting it, but everyone's kind of in this little pool, and they announce your name, and you come up, and you step up, and you shake hands with the host. So they say, this next guy, Dan? And all of a sudden, from way out on the other side, book it, runs, jumps, trips on the stage, okay? And everyone's like, what is going on? And he hijacks the speakers and the amp, and he runs back into the shadows of the corner, and he pulls out an accordion. And we're like, what's going on? And he grabs the mic, okay? And this is a club, and it shouldn't matter what the race of the audience is here, but it's mostly black gentlemen, okay? And the reason this is important, because the first thing he says when he grabs the mic is, says, hey, I just want to let everybody know that I'm racist. And I'm like, oh, I'm sitting far back in my seat. I'm like, this guy, that's not how you don't walk out, okay? That's how you get hurt. So I was pretty on my seat, and as for other people are like, I don't know how this is gonna go. Was he supposed to be up here? What's going on? And then he starts to play the accordion, and there's music involved, and he's throwing jokes, and I kid you not, okay, this crowd of black people that he just told he was racist towards, they start jumping onto his side. Now, I'm not trying to claim that the accordion transcends racism, but sample size of 1, okay? I can count on one finger the amount of times I've seen this play out, and it did just that. He starts playing, he's telling jokes, and everyone's laughing, and they're high-fiving, and there's camaraderie and happiness. So I'm not endorsing racism, but if you happen to be a racist individual, the least you could do is play the accordion. But yeah, it was very interesting. It was far and away, They always say you want to play to the crowd, know the room, know the audience. That guy did not, and I can only imagine how his set would have started off if he didn't open it like that. Very, very dangerous. So just because it went well for him, if anybody else out there is interested in getting on the stage, I would say pick a different opening line. How's everybody doing tonight? It's a classic. There's a lot of, the weather's pretty crazy, traffic was rough, what's going on? I'm nervous, this is my first time. Anything like that, it all works. Anything but, hey guys, I'm a racist, is going to go better for you, dude. But it worked for him. It's a unique experience. So in a way, one, I was impressed, but two, it gave even more confidence. You think, like, once you dip yourself into a hole, you're like, I don't know how I'm supposed to get out of this. So I was very, very fascinated, but still nervous. I got to figure it out. But maybe I need an instrument. Maybe I need something to play, something to do and grab on. It's just nervous, dude. And everybody thinks they're funny. It's like that Mike Tyson saying, he's like, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. I think everybody thinks they're funny until they get booed. And I know how it's supposed to go. I've been watching these people go up and crickets and boos, and it's part of the open mic experience. So it's hard to rip that Band-Aid off and go, I'm not. You don't. What I thought isn't, this isn't clever, this isn't funny. So you get stuck in this cycle of being so delicate with your material. Like, okay, now I gotta harness it and craft it and perfect it before I can even bring it out, because I feel so much for this. I can't let it fall, And you get the the analysis, and you overanalyze and you stay it. I like to call that carolizing, okay? Because now I am paralyzed by how much I care about this. And it's tough. I mean, just nobody wants to bomb. I remember the first time I ever told a bad joke, or the first time I ever bombed. I think most people have had this happen at some point. You're in a group and you think you're reading the tone right and you think you got the next hitter. Everyone's bang, 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 bang. And you're like, I'm going to sneak it. This is going to elevate the audience in the laughter. And it just falls flat. And you go, I could have kept laughing. I didn't need to say that. I remember the first time that ever happened, man. I was in 4th grade. I was 9 years old. And for whatever reason, the teacher was gone. I think she was running to a different classroom to get some materials, and it was the few seconds, minutes that all just students were alone by themselves. And also, I'm normally homeschooled, so I'm not used to being in a public setting like this. So I wasn't sure how this goes. What's the social etiquette once an adult leaves the room? So immediately everybody gets up, and we create this circle of little 10-year-olds. And people are just saying dumb things, crazy things for shock value, because that's all you know that's humor. I'm just going to say something that I shouldn't say in front of an adult, right? So people go, I don't brush my teeth. Oh, one time I stole something. Like, I don't shower. And they're just saying little things, okay? And they're, I can't, he doesn't brush his teeth. He said that. Who cares if it's true or not? Oh, he freaking fell off his skateboard one time and nobody knows. Oh, he likes Hot Street Hannah Montana. Oh, it's hilarious. And now it's kind of going around. It's my turn. And 10-year-old me, I was like, hey, guys. I get up in front of everybody. I smoke crack. Crickets. Everybody goes, what the freak? We've barely heard the word of crack. Why would he say such a thing? Is he serious? And I thought everybody was joking. We were all saying things we shouldn't be saying. Immediately, I was like, I've got it. Everyone's going for a little shock value. I'm going to go so hard in the paint here, it's going to ripple through the crowd. Hey, guys, I'm on crack. The amount of soul that left my body in that moment and still hasn't returned was astronomical, dude. And it was the first time I realized sometimes everything you're thinking here isn't going to be, we don't all think the same. It's not all going to be received the same way. And I sat back down in my seat, and they all kind of sat in their circle and kept going. It's like, I like freaking cooking mama. And I was like, I can't believe I said that. I could have kept laughing with everybody. I could have been over there, just been one of the beeps. But I chose to freaking boing, boing, straight into the deep end. So it's a dangerous game. What I'm trying to say is telling jokes in general. Sometimes you think you got it. In your head, you always think, this is funny, so I've got to share it. And other people go, what is wrong with you? You thought that was funny, you sick freak? I was like, I'm 10. We're all 10, Tristan. We don't go around saying stuff like that. In fact, I can't wait until the teacher comes back in and we're going to tell her all about you. And luckily they didn't. Nobody ratted me out, but I think about that often. Probably every day when I wake up. I do think about that more than I should, though. Every time I ever think, is this funny? Remember the time you were 10. Remember the time you were 10. You thought you had it. Okay, you thought you had it. Maybe you were 9, maybe you were 10. Doesn't really matter. But maybe you really thought you had it and you didn't have it. What if that happens again? And it's really probably one of the only times, I guess, that it has happened. But it scarred me deep in my brain. And I have never said out loud that I smoke crack again. And in fact, that's one of the few things that's keeping me from smoking crack, is just the idea that people won't laugh. So, I don't know, guys. What I'm saying is I can't wait to get on stage and see if maybe it was the audience. Maybe I should bring that joke back. And they go, what? Because a lot of people were doing that, too. They're like, hey, I'm on weed. I'm doing these drugs. People go, yes, one of us. So, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's a delicate game. But haunting memories. Let me know if you guys ever have any embarrassing moments where you thought you had it. You thought you had the situation all figured out, and it blew up right in your face. So what's going on, man, in the world outside of my new aspirations? I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to get my material. It doesn't revolve around crack whatsoever, and I'm going to get on stage. But in the world, guys, I recently saw they're trying to get a bill passed to make gyms make their memberships cancelable online, which I've always seen the complaint, and people go, I would love to quit the gym. I want to quit the gym. I got to get out of this. I signed up for this gym, but you got to go in. You got to go through the forms. And they're like, well, you really want to quit? We'll give you an extra deal. It's the whole, anything you try and stop. You don't want to be subscribed to Prime anymore. It's like, are you sure you want to? And then the vocabulary gets a little confusing. It's like, yes to cancel, yes to keep going. You're like, I see yes, and you click, and they're like, reset back to the beginning, sucker. So they do that. You're trying to quit the gym. You're trying to go through all this paper. I'm trying to get through it, and people don't. And so many people are subscribed to a gym just because they don't want to get out of the bed and drive all the way in there and go to the gym, not just to work out, but just to try and get rid of something that's been costing them money. They got to deal with them face to face. It's not like they even care, or they bust out the manager who really does. He's like, we only have so many members left. You're telling me you're not going to keep giving us $17 a month? How? We have children here, old ladies, who just want to get on the elliptical, and without you, they're going to get fat. And you go, So, anyways, it's a big deal. And hopefully this bill goes through where you can cancel this online. In fact, I belong to a gym. You know how many times I've been in there? 3 times. You know how long I've been a member of this gym? 5 months. Okay? I have been a part of this. I subscribe to it. And I would love to keep going. And I tell myself I'm losing $10 a month. Okay? And eventually that whole startup fee and annual fee and all these things will kick in. I'm just losing money. So why don't I go? And you think the fact that money is coming out of your pocket, that will inspire you. It turns out it doesn't, dude. I like to think money inspires a lot. People offer you $10. Hey, man, will you try and jump over that fire hydrant? $10? Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's a little high, but sure. $10 inspires a lot. It does not inspire health, apparently. So I can't quit. I tried to quit. I tried to call, and like, okay, you got to come in. You got to come in and do the thing. I was like, what the? Why? All right? I'm not coming back. I just want to quit the gym. I don't want to be part of this anymore. I don't want to work out. Doesn't your health matter to you? Aren't you interested in prioritizing self-care? Actually, no, not anymore. You know what I do prioritize? My wallet. But not enough, apparently. But to get back to it, the bill will be very interesting. I would theorize that we might see a lot of gym closures. We might see a lot of gyms close, guys. How many people, I'm curious if we could find the numbers, how many people have active gym memberships but don't attend, don't go? Like, you're just funding the place. I think we might see a lot of, you see a lot of people, like little gyms, you're like, how, there's never anybody in there. How do they keep the lights on? That's how, okay? We have a place nearby, and just rows and rows, and you can see right in, which is also awkward. You have a gym that's right by the street, and people are driving like, look at that guy. I'm just eating fries from the center console. Look at them trying to better his life, nerd. And people get to see you, and it's awkward. But there's never anybody in there. All the equipment, it's all fancy, and you own the storefront, and it's a populated part of town, and not a drop, not a soul. Okay, one person could be just walking up the stairs, and there's just a lot of people. I think we're gonna see a lot of gyms close here in the future. It will be interesting for sure. So anyways, I just got an email and I heard it, and I don't know what it is. It's so interesting. I forever check my email. I don't know how common that is with the current generation. I think I know some people that are older than me, they do prioritize their email. And some people have no idea that they even have an email. But I check it religiously, more than I check a social media or a text. Dude, I'll miss a text before you. If you email me, I'm there all day. And I've talked about this before, but that was when I was in theater school. And out no other warning, they changed the class schedule the day before. Oh, actually, not even the day before, the morning before. And I got just ridiculed and humiliated in front of everyone. You're not going to take this seriously? Huh, Tristan? You have any idea how serious musical theater is? You're not going to just show up for this practice that we moved up 15 minutes ahead of time? Huh? It's like you don't even care about singing a C sharp. Okay? And I was like, I don't even know what's going on here. But there's just a crowd of people, and I got roasted, okay, by this blonde lady, and she was not nice. And it changed. I thought she was chill. I thought she was cool, and we never made up. She never apologized, and to this day, I check my email, fearing that she might be like, come to class earlier. So embarrassing, man. I find really, that's the only other time I've been in school. Both times, okay? Both times I've ever stepped foot in a public school setting, one, told people I was on crack, and everyone hated me. And two, I got made fun of in front of the whole class, and I just decided to never go back. So, you know what? If there's nothing wrong with the education system, I think something's wrong with these teachers. Or it's me. Nobody told me to say anything about the crack. Guys, we're 20 minutes. Oh, man, my eyes are getting worse. This sucks, dude. This sucks so much. And I've been trying to work on it. I've been trying to train it, okay? And there's nothing wrong with having glasses, okay? But I've called people 4 eyes too much, okay? I've made fun of goggles and 4 eyes, spectacles, okay? I've said too many things for me to now join that team. And then they go, oh, by the way, and everyone's just going to dump every little insult on me. So I refuse to go. I won't. I'm going to figure out how to craft a bet. I'm going to get LASIK and never tell anybody. What happened? Why are you so sharp? You're like an eagle. Yeah, I just, carrots. Yeah, I value my pride, okay? I won't let it happen, in fact. So, anyways, 20 minutes of talking about crack aside. Let's move on to the real story, guys. All right, and I would like to tell you a little tale. A tale from the dollar store. We all love these stories, guys, all right? Now, a lot of people look at me and they say, Tristan, you're wearing a $9 watch. Of course, you can afford name brand Pringles. Why do you go to the dollar store? And let me tell you, the dollar store, it's not a financial burden. Okay, this is a lifestyle. It's a culture choice, and these, love it or hate it, are my people. So I love to step into the store and just kind of, it's like being a part of a chaotic family. We're all here together, all right? We all have this thing in common. Some people need to be here, some people don't. I love the people, okay? And there's always something interesting or weird that comes out of it. Like yesterday when I went to the dollar store, I'm just doing a quick little routine thing. I wanted to go get some Powerades because I was hoping to skateboard again. And as I walk into this line, this bald gentleman, this is not, I didn't think it was important, but it just reminded me that it is. This bald gentleman whispers me over to the aisle. And I'm like, I'm going to lose my spot in line. But gosh dang it. What is this? There's no way to not be interested, okay? You're in a dollar store waiting in line that's taking way too long. I'm waiting in line. There's 3 people behind me, but there's a bald gentleman motioning me back to the aisle. And I go, if I don't go right now and hear what he has to say, I'm going to regret it forever. So I go over to this guy, and I need to know. I need to know, why does he want to talk to me? So he's picking out shampoos, okay? This is why that's funny, is that he has no hair. So he's holding all these shampoos, and he's just got them like this. He's like, so here's the deal. I've got a bad nose, and is there any way you could smell these for me and tell me if they're good or not? Now, 1, I don't know what he's doing with the shampoo, and 2, immediately, I'm on board, dude. Could have walked back. I could have probably got back into my spot. Like, guys, sorry, just, bald man. He wanted my help. But I stayed. I was like, sure, dude. Of course. This is so weird. Now, older guy, it's just knockoff and Axe and stuff like that. And it all smells atrocious. Jeez, what are we doing here? It's like, okay, good. So I'm sitting here smelling shampoos now with this bald gentleman in the dollar store, and I'm having the time of my life. And I don't know if that would happen in a Target. So eventually he decides on a small thing of Axe. And how he got here was that I went, oh, that's strong. And he went, good. Because if it's not strong, I don't want it. And I was like, this is not okay. Like I can't give him smell advice. I don't know what to tell him. And also his nose wasn't working. So look, I'm a man of the people, a good Samaritan. I'm helping that guy out. If that shampoo was even for him, like I don't. It was his cat, his dog, somebody else, maybe for a loved one, and he wants her or him to smell like Axe freaking charcoal or whatever it was. So anyways, guys, that's what happens when you walk in a dollar store. I was fascinated by it. And this is your message to walk into these stores. You just don't know what you're going to find, man. Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar, it's all the same, okay? Peeps love an interesting peep. I adore it so much. I love the idea of walking into this dollar store and there's somebody weirder than me, okay? I don't know what I'm going to find. It's like it's a story. It's a tale. And I feel like I'm a part of something bigger than myself. So to you out there, sir, if somehow you're watching this, I hope, I don't know, okay? I don't know what I hope. You have a very strong Axe shampoo that you currently have. And hopefully it's not offending. Hopefully it was the right one. I mean, I was like, this one smells better. He's like, if it's not strong enough though. Okay. This one, it's got like it's a soft, like citrusy. He's like, is it strong though? If it's strong, I'll take it. I was like, it's just normal. It's kind of, kind of like the less is more. If it's not strong, I don't want it. If it's not strong, if there's not a lot of it, I don't want it. I was like, all right. Okay. I mean, you gotta be so picky when you don't have the hair for it, dude. Oh, I love the dollar store. It's so good. So, yeah, I can't wait to go back. I want to just go there every day and never buy anything. I just want to enjoy my time. And it's easy to get frustrated because the lines are so long. They only have one person working there, but it's part of the culture. We all just, go to the dollar store, guys, and you'll be shocked with the amount of fun that you'll have. So I know we got more time. I thought it was 37 minutes again. I gotta, So other than that, man, I found out I was autistic recently, and that's not through any sort of doctor or study or trial or, real test, but I posted a clip here of the podcast where I was talking about, I was like, I don't like the feeling of cotton balls. It's weird. It's just, it feels odd. And I have the clip on there and immediately bombarded with comments. Autism, that's autism, bro. It's autism. Those are the sensory issues. Means you're autistic. You're autistic. I was like, I don't, there's a lot of things I don't like. I didn't realize it was that easy. Okay. I didn't realize cotton ball, it was a gateway. So I found out I was autistic and I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what that means. So they asking different questions about, what does it feel like? The conscious, is it like this? Is it like that? The shivers at the spine? It's the, So I was diagnosed by the world of TikTok. They told me that I have autism and I don't know how to go about my day. I didn't realize that cotton balls would be the defining factor. So if anything, I think it would be the fact that I've done 181 episodes of this, just talking to myself. Go, yeah, that's the thing, that's the one thing that might be a little bit different than people. But no, it was my cotton ball feeling, and I don't know what to do if I am autistic. if I am, I'd be pretty hype. Okay, I would like something, a nice little. What are the superpowers that come with autism? I know people usually have better skill at math. Every autistic person I know, they're smart and they're talented beyond measure. I was like, I would love to have a little bit. I think that's where this new craze has come from. By the way, I don't not genuinely, in case I don't know, but I'm not being serious. But yeah, I there's this weird craze that goes on TikTok where everybody kind of wants something now. Everybody, and I think because whether it's a title, I don't know if you're supposed to feel bad for the person or because of with every thing that you have or disorder, there's like a plus to it. And people go, oh, I'm OCD. And they go, well, that means you're really good at hyperfixating and focusing and getting better at things. So there's this whole, I want OCD. And you're like, yes, I got it. I talk too much. I get distracted. So I get told, I got OCD, or I have autism, or I have Asperger's, or you freaking TMI or TMJ or whatever it's called, lockjaw. But yeah, everybody wants these things, and it's I don't know if I quite understand it. Like they're not good or bad, I guess. I mean, like I said, the autistic people, they rule, so I guess I could understand it. Like, there's pluses and minuses, but it's weird to kind of want something, you know? It feels like when you're in second grade and you want glasses, and the kid gets glasses, and then he gets attention, and you go, wow, I want glasses. Everyone's looking at him. I want glasses. If I can't get glasses, I swear I'm going to tell everybody I'm doing crack. And then it happens. Oh, man, I've said it too many times that I feel like I should name the episode Doing Crack, but the episode will get banned. But, yeah, it feels more like a weird attention thing, or you hyper read into something, and there should be a name for that, okay? Maybe it's not OCD or autism. It's just gullible. It's, there's the desperation to want something. Not wrong with you, but you want something, okay? But you never hear anybody wanting hearing aids. People want glasses. People want different disorders and different things that are going on. Some people want to be bipolar. They want to have a variety. I want anxiety. I want depression. I don't get it. I'm not saying I understand it. Maybe I can empathize with the idea of wanting attention. Okay. 181. But yeah, nobody ever talks about the hearing aids. I would love to hear somebody say, I wish I couldn't hear that well. I wish I had, I mean, part of me did. There was a kid I remember in school who did have hearing aids. And every time the teacher would call on him, it's like, hey, Connor, what do you think of the answer here? And he goes, what? I didn't hear you. And I don't know if he was playing it, but she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And she just moved on. And maybe Connor just didn't know the answer. And he just like, it's not quite. What'd you say? He's like, oh, I'm saying, whatever. What am I? I'm gonna keep repeating myself to the kid with hearing aids? No way. Okay, so it would be interesting. Nobody wants those things. I don't know why, or lack of sense of smell. But pluses and minuses, dude. I guess if you can't smell, then at least you can go to a Dollar Tree and find a strapping young man to help you pick out the worst smelling body wash of all time. Guys, I'm having a lot of fun rambling here today. I don't know why. That a lot of everything I've talked about is just I did have notes here, and I just completely just whisked away into the imaginary land of failure and intrigue. So anyways, if I do have autism, I don't know. Let me know if I have any superpowers. If all the autistic people I know, they're great, but I don't know how do I unlock the greatness? Okay, like it was my feeling. Cotton balls, away. Am I going to rise up against the cotton balls, and maybe that will be my tale of fame? That if I can defeat all cotton balls, and now they won't exist anymore, and I don't think anybody will miss them. I don't know what cotton balls are for. I've only ever used a cotton ball for arts and crafts. I don't know what a cotton ball's for. I don't. I can't even theorize because the cotton ball is so pointless. There's no, you throw them, they don't go far. You touch them, it feels weird. You can't eat them, you can't play with them. It's just an annoying. I feel like it was just leftover cotton, and people are like, just roll it up into a ball somewhere. And people are like, well, we have a lot of them now. Maybe we should put these on shelves, and there'll be someone dumb enough to buy it. Go for it. And now everybody just has a big bag of cotton balls from like 1988 that they still haven't gotten through because nobody's using them because they cause autism. So, what are cotton balls for? And if I'm autistic, tell me my purpose. All right, guys. I think that is everything I have to talk about here today. I've had a lot of fun here, and hopefully we're all enjoying our time and nobody is saying anything embarrassing, regretting it. Go to the dollar store. I've rambled too much to recall everything. But you know what? At the end of the day, I love you guys, okay? And I hope that guy's okay with the freaking shampoo. That's what I've been thinking about. So, guys, thank you so much. I will see you in the next episode, 182, coming at you next week. All right?